Beneath the blazing sun, young Moses, draped in royal finery, laughs amidst the lush gardens of the Egyptian palace. He chases butterflies, his carefree spirit echoing through the opulent surroundings, unaware of the suffering beyond the palace walls. Golden sunlight bathes his joyful face as he plucks a vibrant flower, a symbol of his sheltered existence. Innocence radiates from him, untouched by the grim reality endured by the Hebrew slaves toiling in the kingdom. Sunlight floods the Egyptian palace as Moses sits at a stone desk, engrossed in transcribing ancient hieroglyphics onto delicate papyrus. The air is filled with the scent of papyrus and ink as Moses meticulously works, his brow furrowed in deep concentration. Scrolls and tablets surround him, each a testament to forgotten knowledge and the weight of history. Pharaoh Seti watches from the shadows, a proud smile playing on his lips as he observes Moses' dedication. The palace windows frame Moses, casting long shadows that accentuate the air of solemnity and scholarly pursuit. Under a relentless sun, dust hangs heavy over the slave quarters, where the air vibrates with cries of anguish. Egyptian overseers, cruel and indifferent, lash out at Hebrew slaves with brutal whips, their actions echoing in the silence. Moses watches from the shadows, his face a mask of growing unease as he witnesses the inhumanity. Each strike of the whip deepens the lines of anger etched on Moses' face, a storm gathering within him. The cries of the oppressed rise like a lament, a symphony of suffering under the uncaring sky. Moses' eyes harden with resolve, a silent promise of retribution forming in the depths of his gaze. Torches flicker in the Egyptian palace, shadows dancing as Moses confronts Queen. Moses seeks answers. "Mother, tell me about the Hebrews. Why are they treated so cruelly?" Queen's face is etched with sorrow. "My son, there are things about your past you must know." Queen reveals a hidden truth. "You are Hebrew, Moses. I found you adrift and raised you as my own." Under the relentless sun, the construction site buzzes with activity, a stark testament to forced labor. An Egyptian overseer raises his whip, poised to strike a weary Hebrew slave. Moses watches, his face hardening with each crack of the whip, his muscles coiling with suppressed fury. Rage erupts within Moses, adrenaline coursing through his veins as he intervenes. In a flash of desperate action, Moses confronts the overseer, his intentions spiraling out of control. The overseer falls, and a stunned silence descends upon the sight as Moses realizes the irreversible consequence. Torches flicker, casting shadows across Moses' chamber, the opulence setting a stark contrast to his inner turmoil. Moses, barely a man, paces restlessly, his face a canvas of guilt and gnawing fear. His hands, stained with dried blood, serve as a haunting reminder of his deed. He glances nervously at the door, knowing dawn will bring discovery, and he must flee. Under the relentless desert sun, Moses walks alone, a solitary figure against the endless expanse. Each step is a struggle, the sand burning beneath his feet as he seeks escape from Pharaoh's wrath. The horizon shimmers, offering no solace, only the promise of more desolation. His face, etched with weariness, reflects the weight of his past and the uncertainty of his future. Vultures circle high above, a silent reminder of the dangers that lurk in this unforgiving land. Driven by hope and desperation, Moses presses on, his silhouette a beacon in the harsh desert. Under the blazing Midian sun, Moses arrives at a bustling well, where life-giving water reflects the harsh landscape. Shepherdesses struggle to draw water, their efforts thwarted by aggressive shepherds. Tension rises as the women are harassed. With righteous fury, Moses intervenes, a lone figure confronting the unruly mob. The shepherdesses watch in awe as Moses drives off the offenders, securing their right to water. Flickering lamplight casts dancing shadows on the woven walls of Jethro's tent, filling the air with the scent of incense. Moses steps inside, seeking a moment of peace amidst the rich aromas of desert herbs. His weary gaze sweeps over the humble space, a silent plea for respite etched on his face. Jethro greets him with a warm, welcoming smile, his eyes mirroring the wisdom of ages. The tent becomes a sanctuary, offering solace and quiet strength to the weary traveler. Moses, staff in hand, stands silhouetted against the towering mountains of Midian, a solitary figure in a harsh landscape. He watches over Jethro's flock, his gaze distant, as if searching for solace in the vast wilderness. The rugged mountains offer a sanctuary, a place of refuge far removed from the burdens of his past life. The wind whispers through the peaks, carrying with it the echoes of a life left behind and the promise of an uncertain future. Under the blazing sun on Mount Horeb, Moses traverses the rugged landscape, his weathered robes stark against the ancient stone. His eyes widen, fixed on a bush ablaze with fervent flames, an impossible fire dancing before him. The bush burns intensely, yet remains miraculously untouched, challenging the very laws of nature. Moses stands in awe, his face etched with a mixture of fear and profound wonder at the divine spectacle. Flames engulf a bush, an inferno of impossible heat, yet its leaves remain untouched, defying the blaze. An unseen energy crackles in the air, a palpable force of the divine. Moses stands in awe, his face a canvas of trepidation and wonder as the bush pulsates with holy light. A voice booms from the heart of the fire. "I am the God of your father, of Jacob. I have surely seen the affliction of my people. I know their sufferings," the voice echoes, filled with ancient sorrow. "I am who I am," the voice declares with power. "I am has sent me to you." Tormented visions flood Moses' mind. Hebrew slaves under a merciless sun, their despair a palpable weight. Pharaoh's imposing figure radiates cruel power, a stark contrast to Moses' own perceived insignificance. "I am not worthy," Moses cries, his voice echoing with doubt. "How can I confront the might of Pharaoh?" A divine voice cuts through his turmoil. "I will be with you. Have faith." "What is that in your hand?" Under the vast, sun-drenched sky, Mount Horeb rises, its rugged peaks piercing the heavens. A solitary figure, Moses, stands dwarfed by the imposing landscape, his posture reflecting humility. An unseen force fills the air as a powerful voice resonates, commanding attention and reverence. "I will be with you," the voice proclaims, its words echoing through the mountains. "I will give you the power to perform miracles," the voice booms, promising divine intervention. The voice concludes, "You will worship God on this mountain," sealing Moses' destiny. Under the relentless sun, Moses begins his long walk back to Egypt, his face set with determination. Zipporah walks beside him, her eyes reflecting both worry and unwavering support. Young Gershom, their son, trudges along, the vast, dusty road stretching endlessly before them. The heat shimmers off the barren landscape, a visual testament to the arduous journey ahead. Each step carries them closer to destiny, toward a confrontation that will change history. Under the relentless sun, Moses arrives at the Egyptian border, a figure of destiny returning to his roots. Awaiting him, Aaron steps forward, their reunion, a silent acknowledgement of shared heritage. The brothers embrace, a moment of unity against the backdrop of ancient lands and looming oppression. Narration: Aaron will serve as his spokesman. Bound by blood and purpose, they stand together, ready to confront the might of Egypt. In dim slave quarters, weary Hebrew elders gather, their faces etched with years of suffering. Moses stands tall, a determined glint in his eyes, hope flickering in the dimly lit space. "Brothers, we have suffered long enough," Moses declares, his voice resonating with conviction. Aaron steps forward, his gaze filled with resolve. "God has heard our cries. He has a plan to deliver us from this bondage," Aaron proclaims, his words igniting a spark of hope. The air thickens with anticipation as the elders lean in, yearning for freedom's promise. Before the towering gates, Moses and Aaron face Pharaoh's palace under the scorching sun, their determination unwavering. Guards stand motionless, spears glinting, as Moses raises his staff, a symbol of defiance against royal might. Pharaoh appears on the balcony, surrounded by advisors, his eyes filled with scorn. Moses and Aaron confront Pharaoh, demanding that he let the Israelites go. Pharaoh is defiant. Under the blazing Egyptian sun, Aaron raises his staff, a symbol of divine power against the clear sky. With a decisive motion, the staff slams into the earth. Convulsing as scales shimmer into existence, a serpent is born. Pharaoh watches with cold skepticism as Aaron's miracle unfolds before him, his eyes narrowed with doubt. The magicians chant, their staffs mimic Aaron's, and the ground swarms with snakes, a challenge cast in scales. Pharaoh sits on his throne, his expression unyielding as Moses pleads for the release of the Israelites. A dismissive wave from Pharaoh underscores his defiance against divine intervention. Outside the palace, the sky darkens ominously, foreshadowing the impending wrath. The early stages of the first plague begin to manifest, a chilling prelude. A palpable tension fills the throne room as the initial signs of God's wrath emerge. Egypt braces for the series of plagues about to be unleashed, a test of faith and power. Under a relentless sun, the Nile churns, its waters transformed into a horrifying, crimson tide of death. The river writhes with the unnatural stillness of decay, a stark contrast to its life-giving purpose. Fish float lifelessly, their silver scales dulled, victims of the bloody river's curse. A heavy stench of decay hangs in the air, poisoning the life-giving water and suffocating the land. A sea of frogs engulfs Egyptian homes, a living carpet hopping across tables, walls, and floors. The air vibrates with the incessant croaking, an amphibian chorus that drowns out all other sounds. Frogs cling to walls like grotesque decorations, their bulging eyes reflecting the dim light of the homes. Every corner is filled, the plague turning familiar spaces into unbearable, teeming enclosures. Daily life grinds to a halt as the inhabitants struggle to navigate through the overwhelming infestation. The atmosphere is thick with dread, the croaking a constant reminder of the unending amphibian invasion. Under the harsh Egyptian sun, a relentless swarm of gnats and flies descends, an inescapable plague upon the crowded streets. The air vibrates with the incessant buzzing of countless wings, a symphony of discomfort and disease. Egyptians swat at the insects, their faces etched with frustration as they fight a losing battle against the swarm. The flies crawl over everything, contaminating food, water, and skin, spreading sickness with every touch. A palpable sense of despair hangs in the air as the swarm darkens the sky, a constant reminder of the relentless plague. Across the Egyptian pastures, livestock lie still, their bodies scattered like fallen monuments, a testament to a deadly pestilence. The air hangs thick with the stench of death, a grim harbinger of economic ruin that chokes the once lush land. Each lifeless form represents a crushing blow to Egypt's stability. As the pestilence tightens its grip, the silence is broken only by the mournful cries of those who remain, a symphony of despair echoing across the desolate landscape. A close-up reveals the horrifying boils erupting across an Egyptian's arm, each one a testament to the agonizing plague. Children cry out in pain as their mothers desperately try to soothe their blistered skin. An old man collapses, his body covered in grotesque sores, his lifeblood slowly ebbing away. The once vibrant marketplace is now a scene of desolation, filled with moans and the stench of infection. Flies swarm around the open wounds, a stark reminder of the relentless suffering gripping the land. A wide shot captures the scale of the tragedy, showcasing the widespread devastation and despair. A blinding hailstorm descends upon Egypt, the sky darkening as icy stones pummel the parched earth. Fields turn into wastelands as crops are flattened under the relentless barrage. People scream, running for cover as the storm rages, some falling victim to the icy onslaught. The ravaged land is littered with fallen animals, helpless against nature's sudden, brutal wrath. The sun beats down on the fields of Egypt as a biblical plague descends. A swarm of locusts darkens the sky, a living shadow. Relentless mandibles strip the land bare, devouring the last vestiges of green in a horrifying feast. Once fertile fields are reduced to desolate emptiness, a mirror reflecting the barren despair in the farmer's eyes. Helpless, they watch as their livelihoods are consumed, the silence broken only by the ravenous clicking of the swarm. An unnatural eclipse plunges Egypt into darkness, stealing the sun for 3 days. Panic grips the land as day turns to night, confusion spreading like a plague. People stumble blindly, their faces masks of terror in the suffocating gloom. The once vibrant landscape fades, swallowed by a monochrome canvas of fear. A chilling silence descends, broken only by the desperate cries of the lost. Hope dwindles as the darkness persists, an unending night of despair. In Pharaoh's opulent palace, Moses stands, his grim face a stark warning amidst shimmering gold. Moses' voice echoes, "I come to warn you of the final plague." Pharaoh, a shadow falling over the gilded hall, his words hang heavy in the air, foretelling doom. A plague that will strike at the very heart of your kingdom. Moses' gaze pierces Pharaoh's, delivering the ultimate threat. The firstborn sons of Egypt will perish. Inside the Hebrew homes, a flurry of urgent preparations fills the air, thick with the aroma of roasting lamb. Families solemnly slaughter lambs, the weight of anticipation heavy in their eyes. Blood is collected, a stark symbol of sacrifice and hope amidst the growing tension. With hyssop branches, they mark their doorposts, painting signs of faith against the encroaching darkness. Darkness blankets the Egyptian homes, an ominous shadow creeping through the land. An unseen force descends, a harbinger of sorrow. The angel of death sweeps silently, a dark silhouette against the dim moonlight. A silent end looms for the firstborn sons. Mothers clutch their children, unaware of the impending tragedy. The air grows heavy with unspoken dread, a night of irreversible loss. Torches flicker, painting the Pharaoh's palace with shadows, each flame a mournful dance in the vast chamber. Kneeling by the bier, the Pharaoh's face is a canvas of grief, every line etched deep with sorrow's relentless hand. Incense coils, its heavy scent a shroud, mingling with the palpable despair that chokes the air. Slowly, the Pharaoh rises, a titan burdened by loss, his movements heavy with the weight of his crown and sorrow. His eyes, once pools of authority, now reflect a terrible resolve, a storm gathering behind their dark depths. The flickering torchlight catches the glint of tears, turning them to fleeting sparks of defiance against the encroaching darkness. Under the cloak of night, a multitude of Israelites surges forth, their figures silhouetted against the starry sky, faces etched with hope and weariness. They carry the weight of their past and the promise of a new dawn. Bundles of belongings become symbols of their sacrifices, clutched tightly as they embark on this journey. Unleavened bread, a reminder of haste, is held aloft as a symbol of their urgent escape. Torches blaze, casting flickering shadows that dance in the desert wind, guiding them into the unknown. Under a blazing sun, the Israelites march wearily across the endless desert, their faces etched with hardship. A colossal pillar of cloud looms above, a stark contrast to the barren landscape, guiding their uncertain steps. The cloud offers a promise of protection amidst the desolation, a beacon for the faithful. Each step is a testament to their resilience, their hope sustained by the divine presence overhead. Inside Moses' mind, a vast echoing chamber stretches into infinity, filled with the weight of untold burdens and silent expectations. Flickering images dance across the walls, faces of his people, a sea of desperate eyes pleading for salvation. The burning bush blazes anew, its divine fire casting long, dancing shadows that whisper of destiny and sacrifice. The looming figure of Pharaoh materializes, a symbol of insurmountable power and unyielding oppression. Moses stands alone, the solitude amplifying the crushing weight of his destiny, a solitary figure against an infinite canvas. A sudden shift in Pharaoh's resolve echoes across the land. Bronze glints fiercely as the Egyptian army mobilizes. Chariots surge forward, their wheels churning the desert earth. Dust plumes rise, a swirling testament to Pharaoh's wrath. The pursuit begins, a relentless chase under the scorching sun. The Red Sea glitters, an endless expanse under the blazing sun, as the Israelites gather at its shore. A sea of faces, etched with fear and uncertainty, turns towards the horizon, their hopes and lives hanging in the balance. The distant rumble of approaching chariots pierces the air, a chilling reminder of the imminent danger. Dust clouds rise in the distance, marking the relentless advance of the Egyptian army, their vengeance swift and merciless. Panic begins to spread through the crowd, their desperate whispers carried away by the hot, unforgiving wind. The shimmering sea becomes a barrier, their backs against the wall, as they await their fate with bated breath. Under the blazing sun, Moses stands on the shores of the Red Sea, his face a mask of desperation and hope. The wind whips around him, carrying the scent of salt and the weight of his people's plight. He raises his hands to the heavens, a solitary figure against the vast expanse of sky and water. A silent prayer escapes his lips, a plea for deliverance echoing across the turbulent waves. A blinding light descends as God gestures, the Red Sea roiling in response to his divine command. The waters surge, forming towering walls on either side, a miracle unfolding before awestruck eyes. Dry ground appears beneath the churning waters, a path to salvation revealed in the heart of the sea. The Israelites begin their crossing, a sea of faces reflecting hope and disbelief. A multitude ventures into the watery chasm, their journey guided by faith and divine promise. Beneath the vast sky, the multitude of Israelites begin their trek, a sea of faces etched with awe and unwavering faith. Sunlight strikes the miraculous walls of water, turning them into shimmering, towering monuments to divine power. They walk through the heart of the sea, a path carved by faith, a testament to the strength of their belief. Each step echoes with hope, a symphony of liberation in the face of impossible odds and divine intervention. Beneath the relentless sun, the Red Sea shimmers, a deceptive mirror reflecting the impending chaos. The Egyptian army surges forward, a relentless tide of chariots churning sand in their wake. They pursue the Israelites relentlessly, driving them deeper into the heart of the vast, shimmering sea. The Israelites are caught between the advancing army and the seemingly endless expanse of water. The Red Sea churns, a maelstrom of divine power unleashed. Walls of water collapse, a thunderous roar echoing across the vast expanse. Egyptian soldiers struggle, their chariots and armor swallowed by the merciless sea. Dark waves crash over them, extinguishing the last vestiges of their might. The once mighty army is reduced to flotsam, scattered across the seabed. Silence descends, the sea returning to its tranquil state, a testament to divine intervention. Under the blazing sun, the Red Sea reflects the aftermath. Shattered chariots and fallen soldiers mark the Egyptians' defeat. A sea of faces, The Israelites stand on the shore, their expressions a mixture of awe and profound relief. Hands rise to the heavens, a symphony of voices erupting in jubilant praise and heartfelt thanksgiving. The vastness of the sea mirrors the immensity of their deliverance, a new chapter unfolding before them. Under a relentless sun, the Israelites begin their trek into the vast wilderness, a sea of sand and rock stretching before them. Hunger pangs and parched throats plague the travelers, their bodies weary from the unforgiving journey. Doubt shadows their faces as they venture deeper, each step leading further into the unknown. Uncertainty lingers in their eyes, mirroring the desolate landscape that surrounds them. Under the harsh sun, the Israelites reach Marah, their hope dashed by the spring's bitter water. Murmurs of relief turn to frustrated complaints as disappointment floods the weary crowd. Moses kneels, his prayer a silent plea, as a visible divine intervention shimmers in the air. Astonishment spreads as the water transforms, a collective gasp of relief erupting from the Israelites. Sunlight scorches the wilderness of sin, baking the desolate landscape under a relentless sky. Whirlwinds of dust dance like demons across the barren ground, teasing the parched earth. From the heavens, a miraculous shower begins, a promise whispered on the desert wind. A soft, white blanket of manna descends, covering the wilderness in a layer of divine sustenance. The Israelites watch, their faces etched with awe as the desert transforms into a table. Hope blossoms in the desolate expanse, a testament to faith amidst the unforgiving sands. Under the scorching sun, the battlefield at Rephidim erupts as Israelites clash fiercely with the Amalekites. Joshua, a leader of unwavering resolve, commands the Israelite army, his voice a beacon amidst the chaos. Nearby, atop a sun-drenched hilltop, Moses raises his staff towards the heavens. The staff gleams, a symbol of hope and divine intervention against the backdrop of war. The battle rages, the fate of the Israelites hanging in the balance, with each swing of a sword. Dust and sweat mingle as the warriors fight with unmatched courage, their eyes fixed on victory. The Israelites arrive at Mount Sinai, their multitude stretching across the landscape, a sea of faces turned towards destiny. Anticipation hangs heavy in the air as they gather at the mountain's base, a collective breath held in reverence and hope. Dusty sandals and weathered feet mark their journey, a pilgrimage etched in faith and the promise of a new covenant. In the distance, Mount Sinai looms, its peak veiled in a thick, swirling cloud, a divine mystery unfolding. Eyes are fixed upward, hearts pounding with a mixture of awe and trepidation as they await the word from the heavens. Under the relentless sun, Moses begins his arduous ascent up the steep, rocky face of Mount Sinai. The mountain looms, its barren expanse, stretching endlessly as the lone figure continues his climb. Each step is a struggle against the harsh terrain, his determination etched in every movement. Long shadows stretch behind him, a testament to the height he has gained and the journey ahead. The sun's glare reflects off the rocks, intensifying the isolation and spiritual intensity of his quest. He continues his climb, a solitary silhouette against the formidable, timeless mountain. Bathed in the desert sun, Moses descends Mount Sinai, stone tablets clutched tightly. His face, weathered by time and trial, reflects a burning faith. Eyes resolute, he gazes out at the vast expanse, ready to lead. The weight of the Ten Commandments rests upon his shoulders, a covenant forged. The arduous journey has only just begun, a new chapter for the Israelites.